And good morning and welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show on this Thanksgiving Thursday. Hope you're up cooking and getting ready to really just gobble lots and lots of food. I know I will be as soon as I'm done here. But you know what? We are so privileged to have the executive chef from the Sundance Resorts with us, and we're going to do a dessert. And you talk about a fabulous dessert. Mark is with us, and Mark, so many, you know, I'm afraid to say your name because I have so many different things going through my head when it comes to your name right now.
Mark's
Shoup.
good. Okay.
Mark Shoup. Right?
Good, yes.
Okay, and he is the executive chef at the Sundance Resort. We are going to make something that sounds just absolutely delicious. Pumpkin bread pudding.
Yes.
Yum. Oh, and it looks simple from the ingredients here. Is this deceiving me?
I think it's really simple. You know, as a savory chef, I don't do a whole lot of pastry. So I had to think of something that I could do. Okay. And if I can do it, most of the people out there can do it, of course, too.
We're going to hold you to that.
We hope so. We hope so.
All right, let's start.
And bread pudding is one of the easiest things ever.
Is it? Oh,
as far as I'm concerned. So we're just going to start with a loaf of pumpkin bread. And this should be made a day ahead, 2 days ahead, 3, whatever. You know, if it dries out a little bit, well, we're going to add some cream and some egg anyways. So it's going to be no problem there.
And any pumpkin bread recipe that you might have, or you have?
I think so. I mean, we have one specific one posted.
Oh, great.
But, you know, any recipe you have, your family recipe, you can probably even buy a pumpkin bread at the grocery store if you're going to go that way.
It's Thanksgiving. You make your pumpkin bread, okay? This looks great. So what do we do?
We're just going to, first thing we're going to do with the bread is we're just going to chop it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be even. I mean, it's kind of a rustic dessert. It's easy to do.
So just a rough cut on it is all we're going to do.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you're going to mix it up with some with the custard anyway, so it's going to be it's all going to kind of fall apart anyways.
Okay. And that smells so wonderful.
Yes, it does.
The bread alone. I don't know.
Maybe we'll just have this.
I was going to say, do we need to do any more?
So we're just going to throw this in here. And you know, if you let it dry out a little bit, or you. Do you
want me to break these pieces up?
We can break some of them up.
Okay. It's very moist.
It's very moist.
Okay.
And you know, the drier it is, the more custard it's going to absorb. Okay. So if you chop it up the day before,
then your chances of having it be a little more moist and
a little juice, a little richer.
A little richer, okay.
Not juicy.
Not juicy. That would be with your savory stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll continue to break this up.
So as we do that, we're going to make a custard, and a custard's really simple. It's just a mixture of you know, eggs and dairy, and then we're going to. This is a sweet custard, so we're going to put sugar. Or we're going to put some sugar in it. And
I think people get
combination.
I think it's very intimidating to make a custard, don't you? Because often they seem very difficult. They seem like a very difficult food to make, but they're not.
Yeah, and this is what's going to hold the whole pudding together. And I think we take, and you're going to have more custard than you need, probably. Okay. Because we just, because we don't know how much we're going to have for this. So I'd rather have too much to start with, and then come back in the end and, you know, just dump a little out.
Okay. So about how many eggs are we going to be using?
Starting out with,
looks like pretty rich so far.
With 8 whole eggs. All right. And then we're just going to do 8 egg yolks, and this is going to give it the real richness and that just yumminess and that yummy flavor. So
you separate the egg yolks, and now the custard, is it a cooked custard or? Well,
it's going to be a raw custard, and we're going to toss it with the bread, and then we will bake that in the oven.
Okay. So once you get the eggs in, we can see that you're going to do the egg whites. What goes? Or the egg yolks after we put the egg yolks in.
Okay, and we're gonna say this is 8. I think it's 8, but I lost count.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Okay,
it's pretty close.
And then we're gonna add some milk, about 3 cups of milk.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna add a quart of heavy cream. So you know, this isn't a health. This isn't a health food.
It's the holidays.
It's Thanksgiving.
You know, it's really tough to be health conscious.
We're in Utah.
On the day of Thanksgiving. Tomorrow we'll start being health conscious.
We're in Utah. We need to put on our winter weight.
No, we're in Park City, and you're from Sundance, so there's a lot of winter sports going on. So we're busy. So you're just adding some vanilla?
A little vanilla extract.
Okay.
It says the taste, but it's probably 2 teaspoons, and a little bit of sugar.
How much sugar about? That was quite a bit.
I think it's about 1.5 cups.
1.5 cups, okay.
About that. And then we're just going to combine this. If I'd remembered my whisk today, I would be using a whisk, but...
Well, we get that. We would just mix it all together in the custard.
Yeah. And then...
oh, the spread smells just absolutely amazing. Sorry. I couldn't resist. Oh,
so
Jan, you can't wait to get up here. This is so good.
And then we're just going to add a little bit of the custard at a time.
Okay, so you just gradually mix the custard in.
We add a little bit of that. Then we're going to add a little bit of white chocolate chips. You can use dark chocolate chips or butterscotch chips or whatever. We use white for this at the resort.
Oh, okay.
And then we are just going to, toss this together.
Oh, well, yeah, you're going to do that. You're going to get your hands all dirty.
Oh, love it. Never happier than when I have my hands in the food.
And then how you bake this?
Then we will put this into, if you're going to do it at home for the family,
yes,
you can do it like a Pyrex dish. We have these little, we have a little cup here that we bake them in.
Yeah, you can see.
And your baking time is going to vary, but it's about 350 degrees until it's done. You kind of push it in the middle and it kind of bounces back. That kind of says that it's done.
Yeah, I see these little cups are great. Okay, so that's fabulous. So now how long does it bake? Now I noticed you didn't add any nuts, which I'm surprised because sometimes in a bread pudding there's either like a raisin or a nut or...
I'm not a big fan of raisins myself.
Okay.
And you can certainly...
I'm glad you didn't add them.
You can certainly add walnuts or pecans or anything you really want. The bread pudding, the thing that's beautiful about it is that once you have a basic idea, you can put any sort of flavor in it. We do a banana one at the resort sometimes. We'll do a chocolate cherry one.
Oh, so don't be afraid to add the flavors that you like, that your family is most comfortable with to make it. So that's why you said the chocolate chips will probably just be definitely divine.
And a lot of bread puddings you put like cinnamon and nutmeg and all those kind of spices. It's already in the bread.
Okay.
So we don't need to worry about that.
Well, and then the final product is, of course, just absolutely delicious. And then you top that off with...
we make a vanilla... we make a maple creme anglaise at the resort for it. And this is actually one of our new desserts in the Foundry Grill.
Oh,
and I believe we're making this on... we'll be making this afternoon as well.
So this will be on your Thanksgiving menu.
Yes.
So today everyone can go down and enjoy this. Oh, and now you have today, there is a buffet going on, correct?
Yeah, from 10 to 5:30 we have our Thanksgiving buffet, and then the Foundry Grill will reopen at 7 o'clock, serving our regular menu plus of course turkey. Oh,
wonderful. Sounds divine, and thank you for bringing also something you may not have known. Sundance has their own label of both red and white wines, and pretty good, huh?
Yeah, very good. We partner with different wineries throughout California and label wines for us and make specific vintages just for us.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be a pig and dig into this by myself. I'll wait for Jen and share the pumpkin bread pudding, and this recipe is available at parkcity.tv. Mark, thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Gosh, have a great one. I know you're going to be doing a lot of
work.
cooking, huh? So you've got more work to do?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Well, then we'll let you get back up to Sundance, and of course, we will be back in just a few minutes. 90 seconds as a matter of fact. We'll be back, and we've got so much more coming up on this Thanksgiving.